Hello, guys. My name is John Lemme, the founder of Conservative Business Journal and the host of the daily John Lemme CBJ Real News Podcast Show. Very serious show tonight. The title, as you can see, is Joe Biden is a scumbag and is responsible for the murder of Americans. You can see this is a very short show. Usually my shows average an hour. I'm going to show two very powerful videos. I want you to do all of us a major favor in America and the world, and please share this episode. Make sure all of you do follow me on Telegram and share it on Telegram. My Telegram channel is CBJ Real News, CBJ Real News. Join channel and share. Make sure on all the other platforms you do share. On Rumble, make sure you do Rumble it, and you can take the link and share it. This is a very serious show, very intense show. You know, last night we had Sergeant Thomas Church on that predicted that lives would be murdered today. So hello, General Lois. Hello, Alex. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Jack. Hello, Nay. And this is a very serious state we're in right now. This is Joe Biden's got murder and blood in his hands. I'm going to show two videos. I'm going to show the dingbat today of him making excuses and just being an idiot. And then I'm actually going to open up the first video with laying out the facts of what's going on here in Afghanistan. And I got some intel right now. They say how many lives have been taken so far? 90 Afghans and 13 Americans. I actually have intel that's potentially 30 Americans. We'll watch that to hopefully we're wrong. Hopefully we're completely wrong. But this is the worst decision in American foreign affairs ever, because the guy's a criminal. He stole the election. He robbed the election. And all you conservative pundits that have been playing a game with all this stuff, you keep affirming that he is the president. He's not. He's a criminal. Criminals kill people. Criminals steal. Criminals destroy, and he is just destroying the country. The Taliban has no respect, and that's not wait till August 31st, as we said last night. Make sure you do share the show from last night with Sergeant Thomas Church. It was an awesome show. So tonight's show, you can see, is much shorter. Today's daily podcast show, because I want you to watch these, and I want you to share it, because you won't see this anywhere else. Nobody will show this because it's too direct. And I'm going to comment on this video first, and this is them laying out what the actual Afghanistan has right now of ours.
There was as a foreign military sales officer, so I was on the front lines of acquiring the equipment that the Americans provided and turned over to the Afghan army and the Afghan police. I'm going to read to you what is so painful for me and so many other Afghan veterans who served in that capacity, and others who served as a part of the train, advise, and assist, equip effort in helping the Afghans. We now know that due to the negligence of this administration, the Taliban now has access to over $85 billion worth of American military equipment. That includes 75,000 vehicles, over 200 airplanes and helicopters, over 600,000 small arms and light weapons. The Taliban now has more Black Hawk helicopters than 85% of the countries in the world.
I have to pause this, and I have to replay it from the beginning. And I want you guys to grab a pen that writes and take some notes and share this episode. And we're only 4 minutes and 50 seconds into it. And like Edna says, it's sickening. And this is why all the weak conservatives and all the rhinos, you allowed this to happen because you certified the votes. You cowered down. Your paycheck, your life's not affected. And you got these idiots that have a January 6th commission right now. And this is brutal in Afghanistan right now. And like Alex, your dad's right. He's not even a president. Joe Biden's a resident. He's a thief. So that's right, General Lois. Joe Biden is a milquetoast scumbag. He is. He's the worst of the worst. He's evil. He's Satan. It's disgusting. He's brutal. And I want to restart this over. And I want you to pay very close attention to what is now in the hands of the Taliban. You can't even make this up. Thank you, Leslie, for sharing in 12 groups. You can't make this up. In the hands of the Taliban, this is what they have.
Lines of acquiring the equipment that the Americans provided and turned over to the Afghan army and the Afghan police. I'm going to read to you what is so painful for me and so many other Afghan veterans who served in that capacity and others who served as a part of the train, advise, and assist, equip effort in helping the Afghans. We now know that due to the negligence of this administration, the Taliban now has access to over $85 billion worth of American military equipment. That includes 75,000 vehicles, over 200 airplanes and helicopters, over 600,000 small arms and light weapons. The Taliban now has more Black Hawk helicopters than 85% of the countries in the world. But they don't just have weapons. They also have night vision goggles, body armor, medical supplies, and unbelievably, unfathomable to me and so many others, is that the Taliban now has biometric devices, which have the fingerprints, eye scans, and the biographical information of the Afghans who helped us over the last 20 years. And here's what we just learned again in the briefing that we just walked out of, is this administration still has no plan to get this military equipment or these supplies back.
I mean, did you hear what he said? Huge shout out to Stephanie. Stephanie is one of the champion team members at the Naples Hilton that makes our We the People Fight Back events rock. We just confirmed January 7th and January 8th is our next 2-day We the People Fight Back event. Obviously, make sure you secure your seat, get your sponsorships. We will obviously be sold out way in advance. And tonight's show is a real serious show. Joe Biden, brutal. He's a scumbag and responsible for murdering people. Do you understand what the Taliban has in their hands? They have the fingerprints and basically the data information of anyone that assisted. I mean, the United States. I mean, this is set up for murder. Like he said last night, Sergeant Thomas, that there's 12,000 Americans right now. Americans and what, Christy?
Americans and American supporters.
Americans and American supporters, those that have supported Americans. I personally believe that there's more supporters in Afghanistan than 12,000. Anyone that assisted them and believed in a movement of America is literally, there's a bounty on their head right now from the Taliban. And the administration is doing nothing because they're criminals. They're liars. They're thieves. And like Karen said, they handed over their names. That's just the bottom line. And all of you have to get stronger than ever. Your conservative values have to get stronger than ever. You have to step up and step out and be proud and be vocal about who you are, what you believe in. This man is a murderer and is brutal.
And they're definitely going to sell those weapons to ISIS.
They're going to sell the weapons to ISIS. I mean, Taliban and ISIS are like cousins. Like you have first cousins, they're first cousins. They hate Americans. They hate us. They want to kill us. Joe Biden is a disgrace. Anybody you know that I don't like Trump, I don't like conservative, I don't like Lemme, they're a disgrace. They also have murder on their minds because this is part of their process. I mean, this is brutal. Now I'm going to show Joe Biden today. He's just a complete idiot. I mean, so here we go.
A tough day. These American service members who gave their lives, it's an overused word, but it's totally appropriate here, were heroes. Heroes who've been engaged in a dangerous, selfless mission to save the lives of others. We have some sense.
Idiot. Like Sergeant Church said last night, there was no war. There was no casualties. Selfless. You murdered them. This did not have to happen. Have an exit strategy. Have the American supporters exit out of Afghanistan. Remove the weapons, you dope. I mean, you're just a dope. Look at your beady, nasty demon eyes, Biden. You are a thief, liar, criminal. You will be exposed. God will move. Just like you fell that day walking up Air Force One, it's just like Pharaoh. Moses warned him. And I'm warning you, Biden, from the Holy Ghost, from God, your time is coming.
What Lois said is good, yeah.
Lois said, tough day, my ass. Biden slept through it like Benghazi. That's right, Lois. Like when I had Oz on, we reached out to Oz for the show too. When I had Oz on my show twice, Oz said my men in Benghazi would be alive if President Trump was in command. I believe this is all backed by Obama. I believe Obama's Muslim Brotherhood. I believe they set this up because they're in bed with the Taliban and ISIS. Difficult statement, but it's the truth. And I'm an independent news media outlet. That's just a fact. We had somebody today that supposedly was a conservative and turned on conservatives. And I was very sincere in my conversation with someone. I said, because he's a syndicated host, he gets a paycheck from sponsors and his voice is controlled. We're not controlled. And I'll get into a sponsorship here in a few minutes, but listen to what he said. This is not an endless war. Like Sergeant said last night, there's troops in every country, just as a security principle for America. So allow me to continue with this complete debacle.
It's like many of you do, what the families of these brave heroes are feeling today. You get this feeling like you're being sucked into a black hole in the middle of your chest. There's no way out. My heart aches for you. To those who carried out this attack, as well as anyone who wishes America harm, know this: we will not forgive.
Biden, you are so weak. We will not forgive what, Biden? Wake up, people. We the people fight back. 1776. We will not. Joe, you're an embarrassment.
He caused it.
You caused it. You did nothing for this. You created this entire vacuum effect. There's no red line. They're giving you a red line. You're a complete embarrassment. You're a joke of an American. Your son is a criminal. You're a criminal.
Traitor.
You're a complete traitor. You are in bed. I wonder how much money did your son or your family get from this, Biden? How much money did you get pumped through China and Russia to you, Joe Biden? This is not a game, boys and girls. He is making money. He's got blood murder on his hands. And this is just beginning, which is a difficult statement to say. This is what happens when they steal the election, get him in office to make these decisions. And all of you have to be strong. And don't be worried about going to Facebook jail or being banned or being censored. You know, we're banned and censored. That's why I want to thank all of you that do follow us on Telegram, which is my channel is CBJ Real News, and share it. And those of you on Rumble right now, you know, those of you can go to rumble.com, search CBJ Real News, subscribe to our channel, and chat on Rumble right now. And all of you, many of you on right now, move over to Rumble, get chatting, get commenting, going on Rumble, get used to watching our shows on Rumble, because we're going to eventually fit. My Facebook days are going to be numbered. So that's why we are streaming live on Rumble. And obviously all the replays go through all of our podcast platforms and you guys can watch the replays. But this did not happen. I mean, there's no strength in America. It's the whole world's laughing at us right now. And just listen to this beady-eyed demon person. Just listen to words he's saying.
We will not forget.
Ooh.
We will hunt you down and make you pay.
Bomb the crap out of him right now, Biden. Do something. You're going to do the same as Clinton did with Benghazi? Same as Obama did? What are you going to do, Biden? Somebody call him out in the media. Get a backbone. Get some cannolis, as we say. Right, Christy? The media sit in front of him and ask him a question. Yell at him. Even Pete Ducey from Fox, get stronger. Get thrown out already, Ducey. Do something. Ask him a direct question. That's called journalism. This is enough. There's going to be a slaughterhouse down there. I got some intel from someone that's been there. You know, obviously we had Sergeant Churchill last night, but someone that's been there many, many more times. For many years, close to 12 years down there. Brutal what's going on. So do something, Biden. And all of you to have your liberal and friends, tell them, what's Biden doing? What's your boy doing? Stop talking about Trump's over. That hate Trump stuff's over. Tweet stuff over. Forget it. What are you doing right now? Let me listen to continue. That's why I remember this show is going to be, I'm going to keep it to 30 minutes. I want you to send this to your family and friends who are liberals. Give me an answer, people. How would you feel if that was one of your family members in Afghanistan stuck there, hanging onto airplanes, trying to get out? There is no plan. Nemu, you're awesome. Nemu, you are a patriot. You are an American patriot, young lady. It was absolutely phenomenal seeing you. And our next We the People Fight Back event is January 7th, January 8th. It is confirmed. Naples Hilton, same place, same locations. We'll be making an announcement of some hot off the press speakers in the next couple days. So, Nemu, it was tremendous meeting you and your husband, Patrick, coming on in from Michigan. Great friends with Dr. Linda Lee Tarver. Dr. Linda Lee Tarver will be back by popular demand to be one of our speakers. But this is serious show. This man has murdered. This man is murdering Americans right now, literally in Afghanistan. So to continue with his nonsense.
We will not be deterred by terrorists. We will not let them stop our mission. We will continue the evacuation.
Joe, what mission? Show me the mission, Joe. What's your plan? What are you doing? What is your military doing? Worried about critical race theory and woke and lesbians and doing a video about lesbian? I have them 2 mamas and 2 dads. Wake up with the woke crap. Are you just an idiot? You think right now they're concerned about having somebody being gay or lesbian or other stuff right now? Are you just a complete dope, Biden? Or anybody supporting Biden, you're just a dope. You're a dope. And any woke pastors that don't, are not addressing this like Pastor Greg Locke or like Pastor Rodney Howard Brown, who are addressing it, wake up. We are in biblical prophecy time right now. And you Christians better get that sword out. You better be willing to fight that good fight of faith. It's time. Wake up. Send this to you. Send this to people and have them look. Call or text us. You see our number on the bottom of the screen there going through. Call it 561-847-3467. Come on my show. Let's debate. What's Biden doing? I love to have somebody in the military that's into woke. Get in my show and let's have a conversation about what are you doing right now in Afghanistan. There were people freaking out. They know they're going to get beheaded, raped, murdered, and slaughtered. And these idiots are running commercials about being woke, about having two moms or dads at the same set. It's so stupid. This is what we do on John DeLemme's CBJ Real News Podcast Show.
Rumble, CRMPD 810 said he's a traitor, POS, that needs to be tried and convicted. Scumbag's too nice. He's an effing terrorist.
That's right. CRMPD on Rumble. We love you. And let me read it. He's a traitor, POS, that needs to be tried and convicted. Scumbag's too nice. He's an effing terrorist. He is. Absolutely. He is a terrorist, young man. I agree. He is a terrorist. He is a terrorist. Joe Biden is a terrorist. You share this. You take this episode. Get it out to your family and friends who are all woke, who are all vaxxed up and masked up and all freaking out and all into Nadler and Schiff and Pelosi and AOC and Biden and Kamala Harris and Governor Newsom, Mayor Lightfoot and Cuomo, all of them are murderers. All of them, because they're all tied into this. Continue with Biden.
I've also ordered my commanders to develop operational plans to strike ISIS-K assets, leadership, and facilities. We will respond with force and precision at our time, at the place we choose, in the moment of our choosing. Here's what you need to know. These ISIS terrorists will not win. We will rescue the Americans there. We will get our...
When? What are you doing? This isn't a game. Stop reading the teleprompter, you dope. What are you doing? What are you doing today, tonight? Excuse me, right now. What are you doing?
Afghan allies. And our mission will go on. America will not be intimidated. And I have the utmost confidence in our brave service members who continue to execute this mission with courage and honor to save lives and get Americans, our partners, our Afghan allies out of Afghanistan.
Do you bear any responsibility for the way that things have unfolded in the last 2 weeks?
I bear responsibility for fundamentally all that's happened.
See, here's the difference. I was Ducey. Joe sounds great, Joe Biden. Tell us your mission plan. What are you doing right now? Forget the responsibility. He's gonna dodge that question. He's gonna say no and give his political BS answer. Pete Ducey from Fox, which is a liberal station. Ask him a question. What are you doing right now to rescue and save Americans, Joe Biden? You have the time? Ask him a question. Ask him a question. Remember, I'm a journalist. I founded the Conservative Business Journal. But the difference is he supported his paycheck is from a liberal company. Jim Hammonds, you're a supporter. Jim Hammonds invested in the conservative marketplace. Guys, conservativemarketplace.com, how you make our show possible, how you make our events possible. And I'll go through that at the end here. Just visit conservativemarketplace.com. Allow me to put that in this. It's very important because somebody today sold out. And I said to somebody, don't be shocked because they're getting a paycheck. When you're a syndicated host, you have syndicated paychecks. And they say, you know what? You can't talk like that because one of our sponsors doesn't like what you said. And I want to thank all of you. We are disrupting the entire conservative niche of the news. So make sure you visit conservativemarketplace.com. 5% of proceeds goes to Heartbeat of Miami Pregnancy Care Center, which Martha Avila, backed by Popular Demand. She spoke in April. She will be keynote speaker at our event in January. 5% of proceeds goes to Miami Pregnancy Care Center. Free shipping and handling on all orders. Proudly show off your support for America. Receive a bonus at every purchase. We have our red faint stands, red, white, and blue faint stands and fear on wristbands. We have all of our books plus Dr. Chris's books. We have patriotic hats. We have patriotic pins. We have all of the new artwork we released at the event. I said to someone today, you can't call Joe Biden a scumbag and a thief and a criminal if you're syndicated. Our show is actually larger than this person, but the issue is the sponsorship. And that's where my core competency is: conservatism and capitalism. So I want to thank all of you. Conservativemarketplace.com. I thank you for supporting it. I thank you for sharing it. I thank you for getting the word out. And I get passionate about that because Jim Hammonds, I'm so happy for you, and I'm praying for you, brother. I'm so happy you got Dr. Chris's book coming out to you. All right, let me go back to Joe. I appreciate all of you up on Rumble, chatting on Rumble and sharing on Rumble and rumbling away. And it's awesome. Here we go.
Of late, our interest in going was to prevent Al-Qaeda from reemerging. First, to get bin Laden.
How'd that work? What are you talking about bin Laden for? Talk about the guys today, old man. Old, senile, demonic, not dementia. And people on Fox go, I don't know. I don't want to be a doctor. I'm going to be a doctor. He's beyond dementia. He's demonic. He's deadly. He's disgusting. And any of you share this episode with your family and friends, and you support this man, you got murder on your hands, right, Christy?
Right.
That's just a fact, boys and girls. And Annette, I want to thank you. Where Annette, I believe she sent a message in saying, you're the only real news show I watch. I saw come in before. That's right, Debbie. Leslie, he is a pathetic, sick, and evil psychopath. And anyone associated with him that backs him, God is searching. God is looking right now. Continue with him.
Wipe out Al-Qaeda in Afghanistan. Prevent that from happening again. As I've said 100 times, terrorism is metastasized around the world. We have greater threats coming out of other countries, a heck of a lot closer to the United States. We don't have military encampments there. We don't keep people there. We have over-the-horizon capability to keep them from going after us. Ladies and gentlemen, it was time to end a 20-year war. Thank you so much.
He's such a coward.
It wasn't a war.
The way and did you hear Thomas Church last night? It wasn't an endless one. He just walks off with his arms and his earlobes as double Bidens. He's a disgusting pig. He's disgusting. He just walks off. You don't end it. There's no strategy, Joe Biden. Like Sergeant Church said last night, make sure you guys share the episode from last night with Sergeant Church. Remove all the equipment. Remove all the people that are American assets, Americans plus those that aided America in the process, remove them, and then bomb all of the assets that are still in the ground there. And then you make a decision to exit. This guy set this up because let me say this on the Conservative Business Journal. My name is John Lemme, the founder of Conservative Business Journal, along with my wife and our entire team. And let me tell you exactly how I feel about him. He's in bed with them, with Obama. Obama is Muslim Brotherhood. He is tied. How much money is Joe Biden?
My job.
Excuse me. How much money is Joe Biden, you think, getting from the Taliban and ISIS through China and through Russia and through Hunter? How many pieces of artwork has been purchased from those people? I mean, there's no comparison of like what Trump would do. I mean, this is just you can't even. It's not even a comparable question due to the fact that this is a complete debacle.
Lois sent in a list. She texted in the list of everything that was left there.
General Lois, you're awesome. Can you? I can't. Can you open it up? It's on. Is it? And let me play with you. Justin Sheffield, SEAL Team 6, in Afghanistan for 12 years, well over 1,000 missions. Let me share with you what he said about Joe Biden on. This was back in December on the Biden scam series.
To China, I mean, listen, these guys let China bend us over completely. Russia, come on, man. Biden, we know what he gave to Russia. He said what he gave to Russia, and that's what we know of, right? Iran, a brick of money in the back of a plane. What happened to all that, by the way? You ever heard anything else about that? No. We're letting prisoners go from Gitmo, guys that killed innocent civilians, number one, but also Americans. They're in Gitmo, and we're going to do some trade. I mean, these guys are scumbags. Joe Biden is a scumbag. He talks about veterans, all with these fallen angels. First of all, fallen angel is a demon in my mind. Don't ever compare us to fallen angels. Okay, we're veterans, we're soldiers, we love our country, we stand for the flag, hands over our heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love this country, and this is why we have to get President Trump. We got to get him 4 more years, man.
And Justin will be coming live the next week or two. Justin Sheffield is a great personal friend of mine, SEAL Team 6. I've interviewed Justin 3 times on the CBJ Real News Podcast show. And make sure you guys can listen to Justin's episodes. You go to cbjrealnews.com, library of episodes, go on the letter S for Sheffield. 3 episodes I interviewed Justin, right, Christy? Tremendous Justin Sheffield, just a tremendous SEAL, tremendous American, tremendous leader, tremendous husband, family man, Christian. I had a very heartfelt conversation with him. And he'll be, when he's ready to come live on the show, it's very difficult for him right now because he put 12 years of his life there. And Joe Biden destroyed everything in a split second because the guy's an idiot. So this is thank you, General Lois, for sending this in. This is what right now they have in their hands. Thank you, Judy. Judy says Justin's 100% right. It says they have 4 C-130s, 29 Brazilian-made A-29 Sniper. They're going to ground attack aircraft, 208 plus aircraft total, at least 600,000 small arms, M16, M249s, SAWs, M24 sniper systems, 50 calibers, 1394, M203 grenade launchers, M134 miniguns, 20 millimeter Gatling guns and ammunition, 61,000 M203 rounds, 20,000 grenades. Excuse me if I'm pronouncing some of the weaponry wrong. HOWITZER, Hotiziers, 1,000 plus rounds of mortars, 162,000 pieces of encrypted military communication gear, 16,000 plus night vision goggles, newest technology night vision scope, thermal scopes and thermal mono goggles, 10,000 2.75-inch air-to-ground rockets, reconnaissance equipment, laser aiming units, explosive ordnance, C4, Sentex, detonators, shape chargers, thermite. These guys are friggin' idiot. That was all left there.
Plus, I mean, there's pages of stuff. I mean, pages.
I mean, guys, you got to share this show and let people know what's going on. This is where you have to get your family and friends who their hatred and ignorance of people that call me a white supremacist and a racist. Those are the ones that you have to say, wake up, stop your stupidity. You can't be that dumb. And Twitter, you're a disgrace. They're talking about death by. I should have been dead since our event, right, Christy? I mean, death by DeSantis. You friggin' idiots with the coronavirus, which is a very low strand virus. I'm not going down that path tonight.
We have a moron on YouTube who said, "God bless President Biden for taking us out of Afghanistan. It's about time someone had courage to. You mean courage to kill the?" A nice name, moron. Problematic rhymes with hitch. Problematic B. That's real powerful. You must be white. I guess you must like all the women being raped right now, raped and children being raped. There's no plan in Afghanistan. The plan would have been this. This is a plan. What I just read, leaving this equipment in the hands of Taliban. Remove all of the weapons. Remove all of the Americans that are there. And then tell Afghanistan what you're doing. And by the way, if you watched my show from last night, you would see
that in most countries internationally, we do have a presence it's for our best interest to have security in certain areas because that's what makes America prosperous. But under this idiot for 8 months, food shortage, inflation. I mean, pineapple is $3.50 from 80 cents. I mean,
You should never use the word courage in Biden.
Biden has no courage. He's a coward. He's a criminal. He's a thief. He didn't win the election.
His incompetence got Marines killed.
Today, if you were in Afghanistan today, problematic hitch. If you were in Afghanistan today, I highly doubt you would be saying that. So you're talking out of a back seat, and that's right now. Trolls are part of the murdering problem. Those that troll and just speak stupidity, I'm going to call all you guys out more than ever. You don't like it, don't come on my show.
He's really sick because women and children are being raped.
Right now they will rape young boys in front of the parents and go Allah, because the whole deal with Islam and a terrorist is they're still a virgin and they get 70 virgins when they die. That's demonic. They're Satan.
But this guy's saying he's courageous.
But Joe's courageous for what? To walking off, not answering questions, and reading from teleprompter. He's a disgrace. So enough wasting breath on that. Allow me to. I want to start the show from where I began with the video. And then once again, I'm going to keep this show short, compact, to the point, because I want you to share it. I want you to get the videos out we just shared, get the real information out. Right now, this is the most critical, crucial foreign policy issue we've ever had. The Taliban now is more equipped than they've ever been to cause serious destruction. 3,000 prisoners were let out. This is a complete debacle beyond any comprehension. We have to pray for a movement of God. We just have to pray for that. And I appreciate all of you once again following me on. Thank you, Bucky. Bucky says correct on Rumble. I appreciate that, Bucky. That Joe is a terrorist, and I appreciate you guys following on Rumble and watching on Rumble, commenting on Rumble. And I think you guys have to log in on your smartphone to comment on Rumble, and then on a desktop computer, you comment under the live video, and you just hit refresh, and those comments will refresh for you. And I appreciate you guys following on there, and also once again on Rumble, CBJ Real News, and make sure and let me show the video. Actually, let me do a quick. I will end. I'm going to show a quick commercial break, and then I'm going to show the video I began with, and then I'm going to recap this. I want you to get this out everywhere to everyone you know. So let's just hear from our conservative marketplace. And guys, I appreciate all of you. This is how we make this possible. Conservativemarketplace.com, conservativemarketplace.com. And it's so important, guys. We have a wide variety of products. We're adding new products in every day, patriotic products. That's how you can support other conservative businesses, other conservative entrepreneurs. Keep our new show going. We have team members, we have employees, we operate a business, we have a studio. This is not in our home. So we are a for-profit business, and we appreciate you supporting our sponsors and investing in some great patriotic products. And 5% of all the proceeds goes to Heartbeat of Miami. So conservativemarketplace.com. Thank you so very much. We appreciate it. Now what I want to do is I want to show the video that I began to show with just 35 minutes ago, because I want you to make sure you do share this show and get this real news out, because listen to what's going on here.
I was a foreign military sales officer, so I was on the front lines of acquiring the equipment that the Americans provided and turned over to the Afghan army and the Afghan police. I'm going to read to you what is so painful for me and so many other Afghan veterans who served in that capacity and others who served as a part of the train, advise, and assist, equip effort in helping the Afghans. We now know that due to the negligence of this administration, the Taliban now has access to over $85 billion worth of American military equipment. That includes 75,000 vehicles, over 200 airplanes and helicopters, over 600,000 small arms and light weapons. The Taliban now has more Black Hawk helicopters than 85% of the countries in the world. But they don't just have weapons. They also have night vision goggles, body armor, medical supplies, and unbelievably, unfathomable to me and so many others, is that the Taliban now has biometric devices, which have the fingerprints, biographical information of the Afghans who helped us.
Do you understand the depth of that? You don't think this was a setup from Obama and the Muslim Brotherhood and the cabal running this? You don't. This you can't make this up. I mean, you just can't even fathom this is happening. Right now, they have the identification of people they're going to murder in their hands. I wonder how much money Hunter Biden's getting out of this. John, it's a pretty brutal statement. Don't like it, don't listen to me. They will come out. Joe Biden, Hunter Biden, and the communist left is all tied in. It's all about money, but they're gonna fry and burn in hell if not sooner. It's just a fact. And as of right now, I want to read something that came into me earlier today. I will not mention name from the person, but this is what they said, and then I will conclude this. I want to go to 30 minutes and 38 because I want you to keep. I want to keep this shorter show so you can share it and let people see and hear this and hear my intensity. Maybe challenge them to think differently, think outside the box, and not be so selfish and ignorant and egotistical. Not to realize, get over this whole I don't like Trump or MAGA people, stupidity, conservatives. There's people dying right now in Afghanistan. People on Twitter talking about death by DeSantis and having kids wear masks. Are you just a complete friggin' idiot? Worrying about a mask on a kid, and there's no COVID situation for kids. Get over it. Get over it, Christy? Right. I mean, just get over it already. So here's what someone said. This says, our guys will be outgunned and surrounded by people who will kill themselves to kill us and innocent civilians. A very bad mixture. Very evil. God be with them, I pray, bro. Those in charge of this whole thing will pay in this life or the next life. There's going to be a serious amount of suicide missions among the Taliban to get the 70 virgins, even though they're frying hell. It's hot in hell. Hot, screaming demons. That's what they are. It's a very serious show. Joe Biden is a scumbag and responsible for American death. And as you sleep tonight, will you wake up in the morning and you're going to hear more horrific stories? Let me continue with this, and then I'm going to wrap it up.
Over the last 20 years. And here's what we just learned again in the briefing that we just walked out of. Is this administration still has no plan to get this military equipment or these supplies back.
So he has no plan. Joe Biden has no plan. But that's why Facebook and Twitter and YouTube, people go, why don't you ban on YouTube for life? That's my wife's channel. We started we have 2 strikes on it, so we'll be off that one too. So this one will probably get us kicked off. Joe Biden's a scumbag, thief, liar, stole the election. Hunter Biden and Obama and Clinton, all that dirty blood money is all involved in this, right, Christy? That's just a fact. And we as conservatives have to rise up and believe in the power of Almighty God in prayer. Psalm 91, pray Psalm 91 for all the men and women over there. This is a serious scenario we're in. And guys, support us, support our show, support what we do, support our sponsors. I truly appreciate it. I want to conclude. Once again, make sure you guys visit conservativemarketplace.com. Send this show out. Make sure people see it. When I commented on Biden's entire speech today and I called Peter Doocy out, Doocy, he's got no plan. He's not going to take – that's such a weak question, Doocy. You take responsibility. What are you doing today? It's great what you just said, Biden. What's your plan? What are you actively doing right now to protect and rescue our family in Afghanistan from death from the Taliban? That's what I would ask as a journalist. But they won't let independent journalists in there. You see, that question from Ducey is written by producers. That's paid for by sponsors. Our business is funded by all of you, independent entrepreneurs that support other independent entrepreneurs. The conservative marketplace is one way, and then we obviously have sponsors. You guys can visit cbjsponsors.com to see how you guys can support us. Any question? And like Reedy just said, I lost my Marine son in 2012. This is a horrible gut punch to the Gold Star family, our military, and all our veterans that lost life and limbs in his 20-year nightmare. Joe Biden's crazy. And all the people, all of you that supported Biden, how much do you feel now? You better repent. You better repent big time, because it's brutal. And this is just beyond evil. Beyond evil. So guys, with that said, good night. God bless you. Thank you very much. And we made the announcement, our next We the People Fight Back event. And I have a lot of videos, a lot of reviews from the event, but I wanted to keep this show very focused, very serious. But you can write it down. January 7th, January 8th, 2022 is our next We the People Fight Back event. And guys, I appreciate all of you supporting. Go right now and shop at conservativemarketplace.com. Pick up some items for family, friends, fellow patriots. Pick up some great patriotic hats. More than ever, we have to show our support for our country. And for fellow conservatives, obviously the radical left's trying to cancel culture. They're disgusting. Guys, good night. God bless you. And I look forward to speaking to all of you. And we'll be live again tomorrow night. So guys, good night. God bless you. And we love you guys. Thank you. And anything we could do, you guys call or text 561-847-3467, 561-847-3467, or email team, TEAM, team at conservativebusinessjournal.com. And I appreciate you guys sharing away. I like what Marlena said on Rumble. Joe Biden and his entire fake administration is total catastrophe and a monumental failure. And I like what M14 said, and Palmer NP said the whole rogue Democratic Party needs to be removed and arrested now. They are America's insurrection, domestic threat. And guys, I appreciate you guys commenting on Rumble, moving over to Rumble and sharing on Rumble, commenting on Rumble. We appreciate it so very much. Make sure you subscribe to Rumble channel and you get notified when we go live. And also follow us on Telegram at CBJ Real News. Join channel and share that. And any closing words, Christy? On it's just a very serious time. It's a very serious time in America. Good night. God bless. We love you guys. Thank you so very much. You're awesome.